Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to the next episode of Dan and Northernlion play Hearthstone badly. Ryan, what's going on?
How's it going, man? I'm excited for this one.
Tell me why.
Sort of. Ain't nothing but a heartache.
I don't understand.
You've never heard of "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys?
I want a heartache.
Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why.
Yeah, but it's, you're very good at emulating people, and so for you to not come in with Jay Timberlake in that line, maybe it's slightly disappointing.
What's Jay Timberlake's "Tell Me Why" line?
Tell me why.
That's the Backstreet Boys, Dan.
Wait, what?
That's "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys.
And what was the line you opened with?
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Oh, so we're talking Nick Carter type stuff.
That's Nick Carter, Ricky Martin, Simon Cowell, Randy Jackson, Paula Abdul. Vintage 2000 era boy band.
Man, isn't that crazy? We can categorize an entire decade by 3 people from a reality TV show.
Dan Gheesling.
Speaking of, all right, we have a theme deck for you today. Ryan, you want to explain what the theme is?
Yeah, you can only have 1-drops in your deck.
What does that mean for people that don't like particular Hearthstone, understand what a 1-drop is?
You can only have cards that are 1 mana in your deck.
Okay.
The end.
There it is. And did you name your deck accordingly?
Yeah, what I'll tell you, I'm playing as a rogue. What do you think it's called?
I think it's gonna be called Rogue 1-drop. Rogue 1.
That actually makes so much more sense considering that just came out. But I called it 1-drop rogue. What about you?
So this one, I'm confident you will be able to figure out the name of it. It is named after a comedian's alter ego that's a rapper. We talked about it during the series. So think of a comedian and his alter
Kevin Hart.
ego. Okay, what was his rap name?
I have no idea.
I told you what it was. You remember everything.
I don't remember what Kevin Hart's rap name was. I have never seen Kevin Hart stand up.
You don't have to. You were supposed to watch it on Sway 4-5 in the morning.
I don't watch. So we don't get that up here, man.
It's on YouTube.
We get John Burgundy's Country Hour.
So the name is Chocolate 1-Dropper.
Chocolate 1-dropper.
Yeah, because Kevin Hart's rap name is Chocolate Dropper.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Your character kind of looks like Kevin Hart as well. It's pretty much just a spitting image.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and guess the cards that you have in front of you are all 1-drops.
You are correct. I mean, if they weren't, that would be disrespectful.
It would.
It would be like you built the deck incorrectly. But that's not to say I'm only going to play 1-mana cards, Dan.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying I got a little secret weapon. You know, we talked about in the terms of engagement.
We
you
did.
You can't control inflation.
You can't control inflation, but we're going no hero powers, right?
We can. That's fine by me.
Okay, good. That just determined my next play. This was kind of a fun deck to build.
Ooh, that's really bad, actually.
So
it's not, honestly, not good at all.
So the rule is if you get dealt a non-1-dropper, then you can play it. Oh, nice play.
Sure, that makes sense.
Ooh, you just kind of scuffed me up here.
Oh, I had a feeling I might see some Murrays here too.
Murray boys? There's really not that many 1-drop Murrays, though. You'd be surprised. Or at least
I noticed that as well in the construction process.
Were you thinking about going Murray boys?
Well, how could you not?
Whatever.
I hope I get more than a 1-drop here. Yeah, in hindsight, that wasn't my best inclusion in the deck.
I was wondering if you were going to play that. I'm like, was Ryan going to play this just for kicks and giggles? But you didn't.
Well, the answer is clear.
Well, did you play it for kicks and giggles, or did you play it?
No, I played it because I thought it would actually. I guess I just was not thinking. I mean, I guess a 1-mana 1/2 could technically be worse.
Does she not have feet?
What? The gadgets in Jouster?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's feet. There's like robot stirrups or something in there.
I don't see him.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that we're gonna be top decking really soon. Oh, mana worm.
What do you mean by top decking?
You know, like just have 0 cards left in our hand and then just constantly be pulling a 1-drop from our deck.
Do you think it's feasible that no one wins this game?
No, because it'll go to fatigue, right? So at some point, whoever has more life left is gonna get it.
Did you put some G-Healers in your deck?
No.
Wait, you just played a 3-drop.
Check it out, dude. It got created by Swashbuckler, my 1-drops.
Is his name Swashbuckler?
Swashbuckler! You got a problem? You never watched Swashbuckler in the morning?
Wait, that's a combination of a couple things.
It's a swashbuckler.
And?
A burglar.
And?
Hamburger?
Yeah, no, a mascot for the company that's in charge of the 50 Nug Challenge.
Oh, the Hamburglar.
Yeah.
The Swashburg. Okay, yeah. I can see that. Right. Dan, I think you're in trouble, man.
I think so, because what I was planning on using my hero power, but I wanted to bang you on that wind furies. So I kind of
So you chose not to use the... I think, given that you only have 1-drops, you should probably be able to use your hero power.
All right, we'll do it. We'll do it next round, because I don't... It's not fair.
Neither is what's about to happen, though.
Which is what?
Look at that, I've got 5-1 on the field here.
Give a random minion +1/+1. Ooh, this was well constructed, Ryan.
Thank you. Do you have Arcane Blast in your deck?
I may or may not.
Because that would be like really good right now.
You know what I don't have?
First kill.
What?
I don't have a victory since you went on this streak.
I've noticed that actually.
First kill.
I don't know what to say about that.
You don't have to say anything. I can hear you smirking from ear to ear.
I'm not smirking necessarily, I would say. I mean, it's more like, you know, I mean, I've gone on some pretty major losing streaks in GeoGuessr, so I understand how it is, but, you know.
Do you believe, what's your thought on, I can't do that. What's your thought on, okay, if you flip a coin.
Yeah.
What's your thought on if you could get 10 heads in a row? Do you think each time you flip it, your odds decrease, or are you a guy that's like, oh, it's 50-50 every time?
I'm rational to the core.
Meaning what?
So 50-50 every time. If you flip 9 heads in a row, you are more likely, or you're equally likely to get heads and tails on the next flip.
But how is that even real?
What do you mean? How is that real?
Because isn't like the probability of, I don't know why I put that in my deck, but actually I know why. I was hoping to get that reaction, but so like it's like a streak of doing 10 things in a row. So like for you, like winning an Isaac streak of 10 in a row, each game you play decreases your odds of doing that.
How so?
Because it gets harder and harder each time.
Does it though?
I mean, isn't more pressure mount?
I don't. Here's the thing. It's like, if you start at 0, what are your odds of flipping 10 heads in a row? Very low, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you're starting at 9, you only need to get 1 more head. It's 50-50.
Okay, so you kind of hit the nail on the head. So if you start at 0, what's your chances of rolling 10 in a row? Is that a different probability?
Well, yeah, because it's like a problem in human mindset, I think. You know what? Why don't we just reroll like every 1-drop to get that 1-drop that can give me not 1-drops? Seems like a perfect idea. Yes. To answer the question. So like the thing is I think it's a problem with the way that human beings interpret things. So if you flip 9 heads in a row and then you're going for the 10th, the question in your mind is, what are the odds of getting 10 in a row? But the odds at that point are basically 50-50. The odds from starting are much, much lower. You know, the odds from starting are like, you know, 2 to the power of, or 1 over 2 to the power of something ridiculous, you know?
So is that like on the when you open a pack of Magic on the back, it's like 1 and 8/16 is you're gonna get a mythic rare, and
Precisely.
So that's the same thinking then, right?
Yeah, like, but yeah, okay. There's another way to interpret that. You'd be like, well, I've already opened like 5 mythics in a row. What are the odds of getting a 6th mythic? Well, it's the same. Although technically they seed the boxes, I guess, so that you can't get more than like X number. But if everything's strictly probabilistic, like a coin flip, yeah.
One shot.
You know that back in the day, people used to be able to go to like, I'm going to Target. Is there Target in Canada?
There was, but they went out of business like a year after they showed up.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's the Target in Canada?
One
Walmart?
shot. One.
Target's
What do you mean no?
Target's like a highbrow Walmart.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Where do you go if you don't want to go to Walmart but you still want to get quality low price goods?
Costco?
That's like super highbrow.
What? So you tell me that in the U.S. you have stores in between Walmart and Costco?
100%.
Walmart is like, you know, a $4 block of cheese. Costco is a $5 block of cheese. You want to get the $4.50.
$4.50, but with a smile on their face.
I don't know. I mean, we used to have Zellers, but then Zellers became Target, and then it went out of business, and then it's pretty good.
That's what I was looking for. So Zellers, right? I was looking for some Canadian thing. Anyways.
Yeah, but it's gone out of business now, though.
Yeah, but Zellers, you would never find a store in the United States called Zellers.
But you have one called Walmart.
So do you, though.
I mean, you know, that be that as it may.
So my point was, back in the day, you could take a Magic card pack, weigh it, and know what was inside of it.
Yeah, I believe you can still do that.
Really?
Yeah. Actually, when Battle for Zendikar came out, you know, they had those expeditions in them, which were like a 1 in 200 pack chance to get a full foil, like full art foil card that was worth like crazy money in the Magic sphere, at least. People were going to Walmart or Target. They'd like slice open the top of a pack with a box cutter and then like siphon the rare out of it, put a common into it, and then just like close it back up. Magic community is fucking ruthless, dude. They just do not give a shit. Nothing will stand in the way of getting those legendaries.
If you ever want to get a good laugh, or at least want to see someone under like an extreme amount of duress, just go to YouTube and Google like Magic the Gathering alpha pack opening. It's
is it the guy with the gloves who's opening packs?
Sometimes they're guys with gloves, but sometimes there's like someone who like bought a single alpha pack for like 10 grand or whatever. Yeah. And when they're opening it, their hands are shaking like they're in an earthquake. It's so good.
I have seen. I understand it too, because it's like it's an investment at that point. Like you put 10. Well, I guess alpha packs are, you know, like 4 or 5 sometimes, but like you open it up and you're like, there could be like a $20,000 card in here, or it could be like, I mean, it's not gonna be too junk, but you know, you can get some fairly junky cards. So, like, you know, it's like
Soul Ring,
way better than the stock market. Because like, you know, you ever open your stocks and then you trip and fall and accidentally drop one into the toilet and ruin your portfolio? I'm not making fun of anybody else's hobby. I mean, we have way too many Magic cards in our house that are functionally worthless, but technically on paper worth something. So,
would you ever like say that someone just came up to you and said, "Hey, Ryan, here's $10,000."
Yeah.
Would you consider in any world buying one of those vintage packs sealed?
There's 0 chance.
Ever.
Do you
Ever.
What would be a situation in which you would do that?
I would have to have notch money. Sincerely.
But you wouldn't do it for the thrill of the kill?
No, dude, you know what? You can do a lot more with $10,000 than open a pack of Magic cards.
Yeah, but it was never yours in the first place. Like someone just like, hey, here's $10,000.
Well, yeah, but once they said, here's $10,000, it is mine. Is it the possession is now passed to me?
Okay, let me just phrase it to you this way. If someone said, hey, Ryan, I'll give you $10,000, but you have to open a vintage magic pack, or
Right.
I'll give you $1,500, what would you rather have?
I would rather have the 10,000
And the magic pack.
and open the magic pack with it, assuming I got to keep the cards. First off, now at that point, it's a free pack of like it would be cool to open it and see what you get. But then also, you know, if you crack something crazy good, you could sell it and get more money back. Unless that dude is like, no, you can't sell it either. In which case, who is this otherworldly magic god? Is this Richard Garfield just toying with my emotions?
So, let me ask this. If you pulled, say you opened a beta pack, okay? And you pulled in this scenario,
The light
and you pulled a
protects
Black Lotus.
Right.
Would you keep the Black Lotus, or would you sell it?
Probably keep it for now.
Just so you could look at it?
Well, just because, you know, we do play some Magic, and that's like the Holy Grail, and...
Get in there and fight, man.
Yeah, I could probably keep it. So I'm like, it's like a status symbol in Magic. You'd be like, oh my god, look at my Black Lotus. You could be king of the dorks, which is really what I've aspired to my whole life.
I think you're on your way up the precipice. You know one thing I want to do, and I don't think it's like that egregious, like to be honest. So I want to do a Magic draft of a Revise from a sealed box because that's the first Magic I grew up with, and I really like the art, and it's not wildly expensive. So
It's not ridiculous.
No, I think it's like last time I checked, it was like. I mean, it's all relative because I'm thinking you divide it up. How many people can you get out of a box for a draft?
I guess technically 12.
Oh, so 12 people can play, right?
Yeah.
So then, yeah, it's like $100 a person.
That's not crazy.
No, that's reasonable, don't you think?
I mean, when we drafted Eternal Masters at E3, that was like probably like 30 or 40 bucks a person. So
Yeah, because aren't those packs like 10 or 12 each?
yeah, they're, you know, in Japan they're 20 each.
What's the big deal with those? I never got them besides the blue box. What was the big deal?
Basically, they're like they are reprints of like some of the best cards in Magic history. So instead of like basically, you know, like before Eternal Masters comes out, a card like Force of Will will be like $200, and then they reprint Force of Will in these packs that cost $10 each. And now you're like, why would I spend $200 when I could open 40 packs and have a decent chance to get a Force of Will? Or maybe 2 Force of Wills.
But is it like a official Force of Will, or is it marked as like a reprint?
I mean, it's marked as a reprint, but it's still like it's not as valuable, but it's still valuable. And challenge. Let's get another one done here.
On the same video?
Why not?
So what are we doing?
I don't know. We could do 1-drops again, but it's pretty fast.
You want to take on Highball again?
You know what? Let's do it.
All right. So you know there was a match.
Give me the champ.
You'll get the champ. It's 2-0 against members of our circle.
Highball 3.x. It can't be defeated.
You know there was a Magic series that came out. I don't know. I want to say late 90s that actually inserted old cards in there, like legit old cards.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It was legit.
What do you play against Danny G's Highball 3.0?
3.2.
Sorry, I forgot. We're on an updated version.
Hey, I toured Wizards of the Coast, like probably 4 or 5 years ago, and on the wall they had a uncut alpha sheet of cards, just like on a frame on the wall.
You asked for it.
It was probably like
The hunt begin.
a $50,000 or $60,000 frame. You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty sweet, yeah.
It was really cool.
I mean, they can afford it. At this day and age.
They have a license to print money.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll
as long as they manage their economy well, like, and don't completely screw over the secondary market, like Magic is going way up. They're on like they've done such a smart thing with the past few expansions, even though we haven't played as much as we used to. Like first it was the expeditions, so people were like, hell yeah, let's buy or at least draft like a ton of packs from Battle for Zendikar, and then They did 2 expeditions in a row, and then they kind of took a break. And then with Kaladesh, the set in August, they printed like expedition versions of some like legacy and vintage cards. It's just like ridiculously. It like I said, just prints money at this point.
And when you're saying expedition, that's when they go full length foil.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think there'll ever be a bubble in Magic?
It could happen, I guess. I don't know enough about the economy. Save that for the people who actually understand. What is that? Oh, bear trap.
You made fun of my bear trap the first time.
Oh, well, I know. I made fun of Iron Fur Grizzly. Bear trap is like okay, I think maybe. I don't know. You're the one. You should be putting this deck on the internet, man.
I am.
It runs away with the victories.
I gotta protect this deck list. I don't know, man. I just like at some point you have to think like, and this is not against anyone's hobby. Like, at what point is a piece of cardboard not worth what you say it's worth?
And like, I think if you only play Hearthstone, you don't realize like how expensive Magic is. Like, Magic is $15 a draft, even in the online game. Arena is $1.50, but you can also earn in-game gold. You don't earn any in-game gold in Magic.
Not unless you finish in the top 3, then you get a couple packs.
Well, yeah, then you get the cards, and you sell those cards to bots, and then the bots, mind if you roll need? It's been, like, 40 minutes without a loot hoarder, man.
That's been much too long.
I think we'll have some in the next match, though.
Ooh, I got a tough decision here.
But yeah, like, oh, what the hell? Yeah, Magic is pricey, man. Like, it's no joke.
It is no joke. But I mean, I don't know. It just seems like, because back in the day, there were so many different
Someday I'll be just like you.
CCG games, but
Yeah.
Magic rose to the top, you know?
I got my own decision here. No, I don't. This is got.
Do you ever think about going back in time and like going to? Do you ever go to like a trading card show when you were a little kid or no?
Yeah. I mean, I used to go to the flea market like every weekend and buy hockey cards.
Really?
If you want the ultimate like Canadian experience, like did you ever collect baseball cards or something?
I did.
Yeah, of course. It's the classic like quintessential child's hobby.
So, do you ever think about going back as like in Back to the Future and
All the time, man. All the time.
then going to buy like Black Lotuses for like $40 each?
Yeah. But wouldn't that make you like the world's worst time traveler? Like if anybody ever found out about it, they'd be like, "What'd you do with your time travel?" "Oh, I went back and I gave like soap to the people in 13th century Europe so that they didn't all die to the bubonic plague." "What did you do?" "Oh, I bought a bunch of Magic cards when they were really cheap and then sold them later for more money." You didn't just go back and buy like Google stock? You went back and bought Black Lotuses? "Yeah, so I can get the value out of them in vintage tournaments and then sell them later." Like that's gonna be your big play.
But what if you were the guy that like in nowadays like that you're just like you're the Black Lotus guy and he opens up that trench coat and it's just all Black Lotus.
I think if you did that, there's like a monkey's paw result, where like you own all the Black Lotuses, so Wizards goes like, "Oh, we'll just reprint those. Like, one asshole has all these, so we want our cut, man."
Oh man. Black Lotus. Ooh, what do we get here? Addled Grizzly. Is that a verb? Adjective.
Addled, yeah. No, yeah, it's an adjective. You're right.
What does it mean?
It means to be one who has been affected by an addle.
What's an addle?
That's a great question. I don't. You sure you want to know?
I've never seen that before. So if it's a brown card, does that mean you can't have it?
Someday I'll be just like you.
What does that mean? Do you mean you can't have it?
Like you can't have it in your collection?
What is a brown? Like addled grizzly?
Yeah, it's brown.
No, that means it's a druid card, actually.
Oh.
Weirdly enough. So you can only get that as a hunter because you got a random beast. So we could technically get a beast from any class. But I think there's only unique beasts in hunter and druid.
Got it. Okay.
And then like the green background is hunter cards. Blue is mage? Yeah.
Ooh, that's what Daddy wanted. Hold on. What else? We gotta be smart here. Fam. All right, unless Ryan's overthinking, it's not gonna matter, buddy. I've got lethal in my hand.
I do not have lethal in my hand. Here's a fun Hearthstone game. Can you guess what card I have from the card's voice acting?
No chance.
This guy goes, "The end is coming!"
Reno Jackson?
Yeah, you got it. No, Reno Jackson goes, "We're gonna be rich."
Is that what he says and then you get G-hilled?
Yeah, then you get fucking smoked back to like 10,000 HP.
Speaking of smoke back, I'm hoping HB1 doesn't let me down here. No!
The end is coming.
No!
I don't know.
What do you think?
How many cards are left in my deck? 16? I'm probably not gonna top deck lethal, but I could.
Ooh, mind if I roll Steed? That was the one card I needed.
Played right into my hand, man.
No.
Now I got this super powerful 0-7 here who doesn't even kill himself. All I gotta do is buff his attack and then swap his health and attack and then hit you, and no problem.
I got a risky play here.
Okay.
Do I want to take the risk?
If it's renounced darkness, you gotta go for it.
Is that shuffle the minions up?
Just fudge your deck completely up.
No fireball. No fireball. No fireball. No fireball.
I mean, honestly, you probably want to just do this.
No. Okay.
I mean, you got a big, board there. I can't deny that.
Is this gonna be one of those deals where, if you take lethal, then
no.
That's what it is.
No.
It is, isn't it?
That's for me to know and you to find out in about 2 seconds. Hey now. That's a dirty trick.
No. You got a shot to win this thing then. Highball will not be defeated. No. 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 No.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Don't. No. Don't do it. Don't do it.
There's still a chance.
Let the pain speak to me.
Don't be dirty. Don't do me dirty. Don't do it. Don't
Dan Gheesling is gonna win again.
Don't play with my emotions.
If I hadn't had that secret pop, I could have iced you with Medivh's Valet. But sadly, I can only finish the game as it began.
Don't.
Mind if I roll?
My magic.
I can't believe this. Highball 3.x cannot be defeated.
3-0, boys.
I can't believe it.
I was nervous.
When you first beat me with that deck, I was like, dang, I got so lucky. It's stupid. And when you got me the second time, I was like, come on. How long can that luck last? That time I was like, ice. You're iced. 100%.
Keep this deck away from the pros, man. They're not ready for
Yeah,
it.
you bring that to the Seat Story Cup version 8. You could win somewhere between 0.5 and 10 Gs.
Or we can continue grinding out daily quests for the equivalent of 17 cents.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a fun one. Thanks for
Yeah,
taking it easy on
good
me.
game. You want to spoil what we got for people next?
Yeah, I'll let you do the spoiling.
We're playing beards only.
Beards only, boys.
My beard only deck is, I think, pretty terrible, so I'm excited.
What's your deck name for beard only?
It's called Beard Shaman.
Why?
Because it's a bearded deck for shamans.
You're never gonna at least humor us?
I need to know what they're called, so I never like click on the deck and go, oh, I got Kevin Hart's chocolate drops when I should have gotten Highball 3.4.
But see, there you go. You know the difference between the two.
Yeah, but like you and Austin are in the same boat. Like, You never name your stuff what you're supposed to name it. It's always like his is named like, you know, Whirly Rig Boys. What does that even mean? You guys are the kind of people like when you program, you're like, oh, I'm gonna need this variable. What should we call it? Something descriptive. How about X? Anyway.
Wait, let me you guess the name of my beard deck.
Okay.
It's something that people use who have beards.
Is it a vape? Is it a razor?
No.
Is it a vape? Magic cards?
No. Why do people with beards have vape?
It's a mystery as old as time itself.
Oh. So it would be something used to maintain
A beard comb.
No.
Beard oil.
Closer?
Lotion.
No. Further.
I have shampoo. Beard shampoo.
No.
I have no idea, Dan.
Hipster wax beardo.
Hipster wax beardo. Beautiful.
Because hipsters use wax on their beard.
Yeah, probably.
All right, so we're going to be playing some hipster wax beardo the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Links in the description below. And Ryan, what do you think your overall record is? Like 8-3?
Well, in terms of like matches,
Yeah.
what episode is this? It's episode 8?
Yeah.
6-2.
That's accurate. Hey,
I would agree.
real quick before we go, what's your total wins on your quest log?
It's like 340 or something. 393.
What about arena?
69.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.